Hello everybody, welcome to this instruction video. This video I'd like to show you how to make Sweet and Fair. That's this square here, and that's been designed by Julie Yeager. I'll be using Scheepjes stonewashed yarn to show you how to make this square. I'll take you step by step through the rounds that make up this square. Thank you for watching and I hope it's a useful video for you. Round 1. I have a slip knot on my hook. I'm going to start with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then in the first chain stitch, close to form a ring. We're now going to work clusters in this ring, in the little space we have. Start with a chain 3. Then we're going to work 2 double crochets in the ring, but not completed. So yarn over, pick up, and take off. Again yarn over, and take off 2 loops. You've got 3 loops on your hook, take them all off. This is a beginning cluster that you just made. Chain 3. Now we're going to make a cluster in the ring. There's going to be 3 double crochets together. Let's yarn over. That's the first leg. And that is the second leg. And the third leg. 4 loops on your hook. Take them all off. This we're going to repeat 5 times. So the chain 3 and this cluster of double crochet 3 together. I'm going to do this 5 times. So you'll have 6 clusters in total at the end of this round. I'll show you the repeat once more. Chain 3. Then in the ring, yarn over, and that's the first leg. Yarn over, and the second leg, yarn over, that's the third leg. 4 loops on your hook, take them all off. We've now done the repeat 2 times, do this 3 more times, and I'll just see you for the last bit of this round. When you've done the repeat 5 times in total, so 3 more from where I just stopped. This is what your first round looks like. You've got 6 of these clusters and you've got chain 3 spaces in between. Still need to make 1 more chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then close here on the first stitch. I'm going to close on the cluster stitch here. So don't take the chain 3, take that cluster stitch. I'll just show you again. So you see here's the chain 3, but go to the double crochet 2 together, so to this stitch here, close there with the slip stitch. You can cut your yarn because I'm going to use a new color in the next round. Round 2, I have a new color yarn. I'm going to attach this yarn in any chain 3 space, doesn't matter which space you choose. I'm going to take this space here. Attach with a slip stitch. I'm going to do a chain 3, that's my first double crochet. And then do 3 more double crochets in the same space. 1, 2, and 3. So you've now got 4 double crochets in this space. The next cluster, that's going to be this cluster here, I'm going to do a front post double crochet around the cluster. So I'm going to yarn over for the double, then around the cluster do a front post double crochet. So you're kind of going to grab that cluster and just kind of bring it together and complete the double crochet. In the next space, work 4 double crochets again. 1, 2, 3, and 4 double crochets. The next cluster, this is the beginning cluster here. I'm going to yarn over and again do a front post double crochet around that cluster. Pick up. I'm going to bring this together. Kind of help that cluster into a point. Let me just do that again. And again 4 double crochets in the space. 2, 3, and 4, and then again a front post double around the next cluster, kind of tying the cluster together. And this you're going to repeat all the way around. So when you've done your last 4 double crochets, do a front post double around this last cluster here and close on your chain 3. Round 3, you can start in any stitch you like, doesn't matter where you start. I'm going to start in this stitch, and this is totally arbitrary where you start. And attach my yarn with a slip stitch. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4. This counts as a treble. Then over the next 3 stitches, going to work a treble 4 together. It's twice over. Then take off 2 loops, take off 2 loops. Do that again on the next stitch. And do that again on the next. You've now done the first parts of 3 trebles over 3 stitches. Put 4 loops on your hook, take them all off. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain stitches. We're now going to work a treble 4 together, and the first leg of that treble is going to be in the same position as where this last stitch finished. So there's going to be a sharing of stitches in that position. Twice over, then in the same place where the last stitch finished, in that same position, it's going to pick up and make the first half of a treble, then go to the next stitch. Now you're going to do 3 more in the next 3 stitches. It's 1, 2, and 3. At this point you'll have 5 loops on your hook. The first leg is in that position where we finished the previous trebles, and you've got 3 more. You can take them all off in one go. And again, chain 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. And repeat. A treble cluster, so these trebles 4 together, and a chain 5. I'm going to repeat that all the way around. I'll show you the repeat another time. In this stitch where we finished, going to start with the treble 4 together. So in that same position where we finished, we start, and then 3 more. So the first part of a treble. So you have 1 loop left. And the last leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on your hook. Take them all off. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, treble 4 together, starting in the stitch we finished and on the next 3 stitches, and then a chain 5 again. Go all the way around, and your last one, I'll just see you here at this point for the last cluster and the join. Almost round. I've made 9 of these cluster groups, these stitch groups. So for the last one, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to work again a treble 4 together. But the first leg and the last leg are going to be in these 2 stitches that already contain a stitch, and then the center 2 are in those 2 stitches that are still available. So twice over, then the first one is in the stitch that already contains a stitch. So 1, 2. Then the next 2 are in an empty stitch. 2. And then the last one is going to be here where you attach with this slip stitch. It's going to be your first one. Or your last one is the same stitch as where the first one started. Again, 5 loops on your hook. Take them off. Chain 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And attach on your first treble 3 together with the slip stitch. You can cut your yarn and you're ready for the next round. You'll notice that your work may just want to stand up a bit. Don't worry about that. This will lie flat in the next round. Round 4. This round is in essence the same as round 2. So we're going to do the same, what we did here in round 2, we're going to do for round 4. We're going to attach in any chain space, any chain 5 space, doesn't matter which one, followed by a chain 3. This is a first double crochet. In the space, make 4 more double crochets. 2, 3, and 4. Means we now have 5 double crochets here in the space. A front post double crochet around the next cluster, around this cluster here. Sorry, a double crochet, there's only once over. In a front post and then kind of pinching this cluster together, make that front post. In the next space, 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, the next cluster, or this treble group, a front post double crochet, kind of bringing them together to a point. And this you're going to repeat all the way around. 5 double crochets in the chain space, and then a front post double crochet around those trebles 4 together. 3, 4, 5. I'll just show you once more, and then you can repeat until the end. Around the treble group, you're kind of bringing it to a point like so. Now done the repeat a few times, continue all the way around. And here, after your last set of 5 double crochets, you're going to do a front post double crochet around this last one here, and then close on your chain 3. Round 5. This round is very similar to round 3. So we're again going to be making these flower petals with the trebles 4 togethers. You can start in any position, doesn't matter which position you start. I'm going to start here. And this is totally arbitrary. attach with a slip stitch. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and a treble 3 together over the next 3 stitches. Twice over, of course, for the treble. I'm going to take the thread with me to the back. It's 1, 2, 3. 4 loops on your hook. Take them all off. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over the next 3 stitches and the stitch where we finished, going to work a treble 4 together. So it's twice over. So in the stitch where we finished, in that same position, going to make the first leg. So you already have that stitch in there. So 1 leg, 2, and my yarn is just a little misbehaving, 2, 3, and 4. 5 loops on your hook, take them all off. And you can see how this was exactly the same as that, what we've done here. So we're going to repeat the same idea. Chain 5 and then again a treble 4 together, starting in the stitch where we finished, and plus 3 stitches. And again chain 5 and then again and again and again and again. Going to come all the way around. And just like we finished round 3, round 5 we're also going to finish with 2 empty stitches. The first leg is going to be worked in a stitch that's already worked, 2 new empty stitches, and then the last leg of the treble 4 together is going to be in the same position as where we started. So exactly the same way as finishing round 3. So go all the way around. After your last chain 5, close with a slip stitch. Round 6, we have a new color yarn, and we're going to start in any chain space. Doesn't matter which space you choose. I'm going to choose this one and attach with a slip stitch. I'm going to work 3 trebles in this stitch. My first one is a chain 4. You're also welcome to do a standing treble here if you wish. And followed by 2 more trebles in the same space. And 2. This is half of a corner, because in this round we're going to be squaring up this circle that we've made. When we finish, we're going to work 3 more trebles and then close. So that's going to complete your corner. So this is only half of the corner. Around the next flower petal, we're going to do a front post treble. It's twice over. And around the petal, work a front post treble. 2, 3. The next chain space, work 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 double crochets in that chain 5 space. Around the next flower petal, work a front post half double. A front post half double. The next chain space, 4 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4 singles. The next petal, a front post single crochet. Around that petal, a front post single. The next chain space, 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets. The next flower petal, a front post half double. You can see this is going to be symmetrical to that side. This single front post single crochet here is your center point. So it's going to be symmetrical to that point. So here's a front post half double. The next chain 5 space is, if you look at the symmetry of the pattern, 4 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets. The next flower petal, a front post treble. It's twice over, around the petal, kind of bringing it all together. Just want that thread slightly neater. A front post treble, 2, 3. I'm still not happy with how that stitch is made. There we go, that's neater. The next space we're going to work the corner. It's 3 trebles. Oh dear, let's do that again. 3 trebles, so that's 1, 2, and 3 trebles, chain 1, and 3 more trebles. 1, 2, and 3. And these last 3 stitches are exactly the same as these 3 stitches we started with. So this is the first edge you just made. You're going to repeat this on your other sides. Also going to make 3 more edges. And here on your last repeat, going to work 3 trebles, chain 1, that's this chain 1, and then close on the starting chain 4, that starting treble, with a slip stitch. Round 7, I'm going to use the same color yarn as I used for round 6. Currently in the chain 4 stitch that counted as my first treble. I'm currently in there with a slip stitch. Going to start on the first edge. We're only going to make the last corner when we finish our last repeat. So the first edge, going to skip the first stitch. So that's the stitch where we're currently in. That's that chain 4 treble. Going to go to the next stitch. That's going to be this first treble here. Going to work a single crochet in that first treble. Skipping 2 stitches, so that's 1, 2, skip. In the third stitch, going to work 5 double crochets. I'm going to call that a shell. That's how the pattern calls it also. 1, 2 stitches, skip, and then in the third work 5 double crochets. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets. Skipping 2 stitches again, so 1, 2, skip, 1, 2, skip, in the third work a single crochet. Going to do this 4 times. So this was once, skipping 2 stitches again, 1, 2, skip, in the third work 5 doubles. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1, 2 stitches and work a single. Again, this was repeat number 2. Number 3, skip 1, 2 stitches and work 5 doubles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 1, 2 stitches and a single. Now you've got 3 of these shells. One more, 1, 2, skip, work a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doubles, skip 1, 2 stitches and work a single. Now you've done these, you've got 4 of these shells. At this point you should have 1 stitch left, 1 treble left before the chain 1 space. That's your corner from the previous round. You should have 1 stitch left. We're going to skip that 1 stitch and then in the chain space work 7 trebles. So skipping that stitch, in the chain space work 7 trebles. So that's twice over. 1, 2, 7 trebles. That's your new corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is number 7, which I need to do again. There we go. Number 7. So 7 trebles in that chain 1 corner space. Going to skip the first stitch. That's going to be this treble here. You can also see it's kind of covered by your stitch, so you're skipping that stitch. Then in the next, work a single crochet. And this single crochet that I've just made is exactly the same as this very first single crochet we made here before the shell. You've got, there's the shell, and then you've got that very first single, that one. It's the same as that stitch. So this stitch up to that stitch, this marks your repeat. So you're going to do what I've just done, these 4 shells and the corner, do that on your other 3 edges also. And when you come here, your last chain 1 space, you're going to work 7 trebles and then close with a slip stitch on this first single crochet. So 7 trebles in the chain 1 space and then close with a slip stitch on the single crochet. Round 8, I have a new color yarn on my hook, and we're going to start on any corner treble. So we've got these 7 trebles here. Going to start on the 4th one. So this here is the first treble. Don't be fooled by this single crochet. So really look, where's your first stitch. That's a single crochet. That's a treble. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the center of the 7 stitches. So that's really your corner. Going to start there. Start with the standing single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The standing single crochet, and we're making 2 more singles. So that's 3 single crochets in the corner. This here is your new corner made. On your straight edge, I'm going to start with 2 single crochets on the first 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. The next stitch, make a half double. Now we're also starting a small repeat unit actually. Half double, double crochet on the next 2 stitches. So 1, 2, and then a half double again on the next stitch. that's two singles, a half double, two doubles, and a half double. This is your repeat. You're going to do this 5 times. So again, 2 singles, 2, a half double, 2 doubles, 1 and 2, and a half double. So what you're doing is you're filling up the gaps between the shells that we made in the previous round. That's what we're doing. Half double. That was number 2. Again, 2 singles, 1, 2 singles, a half double, 2 doubles, 1, 2, and a half double. Again, 2 singles. I'm just going to work this edge with you. A half double, 2 doubles. Possibly I'm going a little faster now. And a half double. And the last time, I believe, we've now done 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we've done 4. So the last time, 2 singles, a half double, 2 doubles, and a half double. Now done the repeat 5 times. I'm going to do a single crochet in the next stitch. That's 1 single crochet, and that should bring us to the next corner. You can see here that's treble 1, 2, 3, and then the next is number 4. You're going to do 3 singles in there. And now you could be fooled to think that yes, but it's not symmetric, because I've got 1 single crochet before the corner here, and after the corner I've got 2 single crochets. That you're a little worried that this is correct. Yes, this is correct. So don't be worried about this asymmetry. It's correct. So you see, after the corner you've got 2 single crochets, and before the corner you've got just the 1. So don't think, oh, I don't have enough stitches when you come here because you want to make 2 singles. Don't worry about that. This is correct. So what we've just done along this edge, because these 3 singles are of course exactly the same as those 3 we just started with, do that all the way around, and after your last single crochet you're going to do 1 single crochet, close on that first stitch with a slip stitch. I'm going to use the same color yarn for the next round, so I'm not going to cut my yarn. Round 9, using the same color yarn, chain 3, this is my first double crochet. Then the next stitch, which is going to be the second of these 3 single crochets, so that's your actual corner stitch. I'm going to work a new corner. It's going to be 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles, all in the same stitch. And 2. Along your straight edge, going to work a double crochet on every stitch. So this round is a round to really finish off the square. So work a double crochet on every stitch. When you get to your next corner single crochet, so you're going to work 33 doubles now, you get to your next corner single crochet, work a new corner. So again, so when you get to this stitch here, work again like here, 2 doubles, chain 2 and 2 doubles, go all the way around. When you get to your first stitch, close there with a slip stitch. Your finished square looks like this. Work away your last yarn tails, and at this point I haven't blocked my square yet. You see it's still a little wobbly. I'm just going to block it to get it nice and flat. brings us to the end of this instruction video. To thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.